Good afternoon, students. We will wait for other students also to join as our time is 2:20. Okay. So as soon as all the children join, we will go ahead with the lesson which we were in continuation with yesterday's lesson. Okay. Okay, students. So yesterday we were just discussing about a particular tree, all right, in the lesson. What is the name of the tree about which we were discussing yesterday? Can you just type the name of the tree, which is the central character of the story which we were just learning yesterday? If your reply is fast, then it would be easy for me uh, to carry on or go ahead with the lesson. Okay? Yeah. Okay. And who is the author of this particular story, or who is sharing his experiences with us in this story? Can you just say the name of the person who is the author of this story? Okay. One of the child has given me the answer. And let me see how many of you will be able to recollect the name of this particular person. Okay, it is Ruskin Bond, right? So we yesterday understood that Ruskin Bond, yeah, uh, when he was very young, has visited his grandfather at Missouri. Okay, so he has seen a very big banyan tree at the village, and he says that it is his uh, tree. It doesn't belong to his grandfather, even though the land in which the tree is there, it belongs to his grandfather. The land where the tree has sprouted, it belongs to his grandfather. The house in which he is living belongs to his grandfather, but the tree belongs to him. Why? Why he says it? Anybody? Why he says the tree is totally his, or it belongs to him only? It's because his grandfather is 65, right? He cannot climb the banyan tree at this age. Okay, so he says that the tree is totally for him, and he likes to walk in between the branches of the trees. Yeah, because no longer grandfather is 65. Okay, grandfather is not able to climb the tree at the age of 65, right? That's why he say it is his tree only. And he climbs the tree and sits and hide himself behind the thick branches or the leaves, and he spy whatever the things are happening below. He can see everything from the tall branches of the tree. Nobody knows that this boy is watching. He is on top of this tree also, right? And when he climbed the tree, there was an animal which made friendship with him, and he used to give morsels of food to him. He used to carry pieces of cakes and biscuits to this particular animal. What's the name of the animal? Or what's the name of the animal means which animal is this? particular kind of animal which we see on the tree, right, has first of all, first, yes, at first the bird was, the particular animal was afraid of Ruskin bone, thinking that he might have climbed the tree to attack it, right? But later, when he came to know that the boy also came for time pass and he started extending the food for the animal became very happy and it became a friend of him. And the other squirrels, yes, it's a squirrel, and the other squirrels thought that this squirrel is mad or he has lost the sense, that's why he is making friendship with human being, right? Because squirrels consider human being as their enemy or they are afraid of beings because they think that we will attack it. So now you know that in spring season the banyan tree is laden with red color figs. At that time, a lot of birds come and perch on the tree to eat it. And among the particular birds, we can find bulbul and parrots, miners, crows. All this will be squabbling, means fighting with each other, and they will be chirping aloud. So during spring season, the noisiest place in that area is that of the banyan tree. Okay, this is where we have stopped the lesson yesterday, right? Now look at the fifth paragraph. Halfway up the tree, I had built a crude platform where I would spend the afternoons when it was not too hot. I could read there, propping myself up against the tree with a cushion from the living room. Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn, and the story of Dr. Dolittle were some of the books that made up my banyan tree library. So, children, these are all the olden classical tales which a child must and should read. I don't know how many of you read out of the box. Means how many of you read the books other than that of the things which you have to study. If you at least read Huckleberry Finn and all, you can enjoy a lot. Okay. So here what this writer or Ruskin Bond has done is he has carried a plank of flat piece of wood, and he has kept it on between two branches which is very adjacent nearby, and there he has made a platform for him to take rest, and he has taken a cushion from the living room and he kept it for there for his support so that he can sit straight and his back will not pain when it touches the branches. So he keeps a, yeah, good. So he keep the cushion between his body and the branch, and he enjoy reading the books on that particular, sitting on that particular branch. He has carried many books to the top of the banyan tree and he sits there and read, and he considered that place as his library. So he has kept Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn, and the story of Dolittle, etc. there. Okay. Now, when I did not feel like reading, I could look down through the leaves at the world below. And on one particular afternoon, I had a grandstand view of that classic of the Indian wilds, a fight between a mongoose and a cobra. So maybe like all of us, he may be tired of reading, or sometimes or someday he don't want to read. Okay, he just want to relax. So at that time what he does is he sit on that platform and just look down and watch the things what is happening below, and just watch and enjoy, relax himself. So in such one a relaxing day, when he looked down, he got a very strange view. It is, he says that it is a grandstand view, which is very rare for one to witness totally. So this was a fight between a mongoose and a cobra. How many of you have witnessed a fight between a mongoose and a cobra? Have you ever witnessed it? Come on, give the answer fast. Have you ever seen a mongoose and a cobra fighting? Okay. So Divya Meshram has seen. Harsh didn't see. I also didn't see so far. I have seen in films or in short films and all. Lively, in live I didn't get a chance to see it till date. Okay, mom, I have seen in YouTube. Okay, Sai. Karthik, yes, ma'am. I have also seen in short films or in YouTube, etc. Okay, here this Ruskin Bond, he was lucky to watch it. That too, he was very safe on the top of the banyan tree. Nothing to worry. Now look how it started, how it ended. The warm breezes of approaching summer had sent everyone, including the gardener, into the house. I was feeling drowsy myself, wondering if I should go to the pond and have a swim with Ramu and the buffaloes. When I saw a huge black cobra gliding out of a clump of cactus, at the same time a mongoose emerged from the bushes and went straight for the cobra. So now you see, it was after spring. Yesterday I told you after the spring season comes winter. So the winter is approaching. So between winter and spring, there used to be a humid and there used to be a hot wind blowing season, few days. Okay. So these breezes are little bit horrible because we are in the comfort of spring. So this hot wind when it blows, it's difficult to stand in that particular wind. So because this wind was there in the afternoon, almost everybody took the comfort of home and all were in the home, including the gardener of their family. So the what writer Ruskin Bond himself was feeling sleepy, drowsy. So he thought, okay, why can't he go to the nearby pond? There may be Ramu. Ramu is the caretaker of their buffaloes and cows. So the buffaloes always and take a bath in the pond and enjoy full day. And Ramu will be mostly with them in the afternoons. So he thought, why can't he go and take a bath with them? At that time, he saw a cobra coming out of the clump of cactus, means growth of cactus. Cactus were growing together. So it came out to the ground. At the same time, a mongoose emerged, means immediately came out of the bushes which was nearby, and the mongoose went straight to the cobra, because you know that mongoose and cobra are enemies. Whenever they see each other, they fight, right? Any one, means either mongoose kill the cobra or cobra kills the mongoose. Mostly the mongoose kills it, right? So in a clearing beneath a banyan tree, in bright sunshine, they came face to face. The cobra knew only too well that the grey mongoose, 3 feet long, was a superb fighter, clever and aggressive. But the cobra too was a skillful and experienced fighter. He could move swiftly and strike with the speed of light, and the sacks behind his long, sharp fangs were full of deadly poison. Oh my God. It was to be a battle of champions. Right? So, he could see very clearly that the cobra came and rose its hood. You might have seen the cobra's hood, right? So it stood up, and the mongoose also came ready to fight with it, right? So the cobra knew very well that this small 3 feet animal is a real fighter, that is the mongoose, okay? And he know that the mongoose is very clever, proactive, and it is very aggressive. Oh, give up nahi karte hai. He is a very good fighter. And cobra itself is very daring and dreadful, and it's a skillful fighter for the mongoose. That means both are equally skilled for fighting with each other. So what will the cobra do? It will swiftly move. Swiftly means very suddenly it will move and strike with the speed of lightning. Strike means bite. Okay, it is called a strike. We will not say that the cobra bit me. We will say the cobra striked me. Okay. So the cobra will strike very immediately, like that of the speed of light. Means we cannot think, before we close and open our eyes, the cobra will strike. and the sacs behind its long sharp fangs. There is a fang, that means आपको पता है कोबरा का गुस्सा होता है तो वो सिर की साइड में आपको देख सकते हैं थोड़ा ग्लैंस एनलार्ज होता है, that is called a fang. So just behind these fangs there are sacs, means like pouches. Okay, there is a pouch full of two pouches full of deadly poison, cobra's poison. You think how dangerous is that poison? Can kill human beings. And what about this mongoose? It was a battle of champions. Why is it called battle of champions, you know, children? The gland in which the cobra store the poison just behind the fangs is called sacs. Okay. Do you know why these two animals are called champions? Can you just relate or think why they are called champions? Can anyone just write the reason? Whatever it may be, whether your guess may be correct, your guess may be wrong, doesn't matter. Why these particular animals, the snake and the cobra? We cannot say it is a snake, it's a cobra. Okay. Cobra and mongoose are called champions. You are writing yes, mom, yes, mom. You are not writing the reason why you think so or why we call them champions. Yes, Harsha Mulchandani wrote the reason because they are so fast in attacks. They both, the cobra and the mongoose, are experts in quick attack and fight. That's why they both are already champions. They know this art very well. They know how to fight very well. That's why these two animals are called the champions. Already they are skilled and they are well known for their talent of fighting very swiftly. Okay. So these two animals, when they are going to fight, we can say that it is the fight of champions. Both are skillful. Right. Now, hissing defiance, his forked tongue darting in and out. Oh, just imagine the scene, my dear children. Hissing defiance. His forked tongue means splitter tongue, darting in and out. बाहर अंदर अपनी जिप को करके the cobra raised 3 of his 6 feet off the ground. Okay, 3 feet पे खड़े गया. You might have seen how the cobra stands, right? So it stood 3 feet up in the air with its fang enlarged, hissing, and with its tongue in and out. What a horrible scene. You just imagine, right? And spreading his broad spectacled hood. Uska hood itna enlarge ho gaya. That means it is ready to attack. When the cobra is ready to attack, at that time only, it just enlarge its hood. The mongoose brushed his tail. मंगूस ने क्या किया? अपना पूरा पूंछ खड़ा किया. आपको पता है ना, पूंछ का पूरा हेयर खड़ा हो गया. Means the mongoose is also ready for fight. The long hair of his spine stood up. जैसे गूस बम्स आते हैं, अपना शरीर में अपना हेयर खड़े जाते हैं, वैसे मंगूस भी अपना शरीर का पूरा हेयर खड़ा किया. वाह, both are ready. 1, 2, 3. Now the fight will start. See, defiance means rebellion, resistance against this mongoose attack. Okay. Though the combatants, what is the meaning of combatants? Means two people, those who are fighting or competing each other, are called combatants. Okay. Though the combatants were unaware of my presence in the tree, they were soon made aware of the arrival of two other spectators. What is the meaning of spectators? You know, the people, those who watch a show or a game, they are called spectators. Cricket, when we watch, we are the spectators. Okay, when any event we watch, we are the spectators. People, those who watch any event or any game, that's it. Okay, so This mongoose and cobra, they don't know that the boy is sitting on the top of this banyan tree and watching all these things. They don't know about the boy at all. But they came to know about two other spectators present. Who are they, you see? One was a myna and the other was a jungle crow. They had seen these participations for battle and had settled on the cactus to watch the outcome. Had they been content only to watch, all would have been well with both of them. So a jungle crow came and sat on the cactus. It made cow sound. Right? Yes, audience. Harsh. Now a sparrow also came. The sparrow also sat on the cactus. So these two were the other spectators of this fight. And the mongoose know the crow is there and myna. And also the snake is aware that these two other animals are watching their fight. No, then otherwise also you don't join the class. You appear in the class very rarely. So, now let's see what is going to happen. And why these animals are sitting there? Are they sitting there only to watch or do they have some other aim? Let's see. The cobra stood on the defensive swaying slowly from side to side, trying to mesmerize the mongoose into making a false move. But the mongoose knew the power of his opponent's glassy, unwinking eyes and refused to meet them. Instead, he fixed his gaze at a point just below the cobra's hood and opened the attack. Now you see, mesmerize means magically pursued, means the cobra stood to attack ready. And what the cobra did, you know, most of the time, if you watch a snake which is ready for attacking, you can see it will move from side to side. Slowly by slowly, it will be moving its body. The moment the person makes a false move, it will attack. So here it was moving from side to side looking at the mongoose. So if the mongoose make a wrong move, there gets the chance of the cobra to strike it, bite it with and pour the heavy poison into the nerves of this particular a small 3 feet animal and kill it. And mongoose is also very clever. He know that if he move, the cobra will strike. So mongoose know the cobra is looking at him with his sharp shining eyes. Unwinking eyes means आंख बंद बिना करके. आप देखा होगा सांप को कभी देखा तो वो आंखें बंद नहीं करते जब अटैकिंग में. हम लोगों के जैसा आंखें बंद नहीं करते. So unwinking eye means he was not closing the eyes at all. With full concentration, it was looking at the mongoose, right? So the mongoose didn't want to see that eyes and lose his courage. So what he did is he just looked at a point just below the hood of this cobra. Hood means I already told you the head, the spreaded head, that is called a hood. He was looking just below the hood. There was a particular point on the neck. He was looking at that place only. Do you know why? That is the place where the mongoose want to bite the cobra. That's why he looked at his target only. He didn't look at the eyes of the cobra because he's not going to bite the cobra on the eyes. You know, this is almost like, you know, that Arjun has just looked at the sparrow's eyes where he has to shoot the arrow. You might have heard that story. Dronacharya was training all the Pandavas and he asked to shoot at the eye of the sparrow. Right? So all of them failed, but Arjun hit the target exactly. So Drona asked, how come he do that? What do he see before shooting? So he said he see only the eyes of the sparrow. Means target is very important. Concentration on the target is very important to success. Right? The snake is looking the mongoose totally. He don't have a special target. His target is full body of this mongoose. But mongoose has only one target. That is the point below the hood of the cobra. That is the very important place where he want to bite. So here you can see that mongoose is very target oriented. Now let's see. Moving forward quickly until he was just within the cobra's reach, the mongoose made a pretended move to one side. Immediately, cobra struck. His great hood came down so swiftly that I thought nothing could save the mongoose. But the little fellow jumped neatly on one side and darted in as swiftly as the cobra, biting the snake on the back and darting away again out of reach. What a wonderful fight, children. How he has described this, you see. Ruskin Bond is a great writer. We can say, see, look at the language, how he has used. You see, the attack was started by the mongoose. Okay, so what did the mongoose, It immediately made a false move to befool this particular cobra. Moving forward, the mongoose pretended as if it is moving, running towards and jumping towards the cobra to attack. And cobra thought, हाँ ये आ गया मेरा मुंह पे. Until he was just within the cobra's reach. Cobra का strike के just नीचे तक पहुंचा. Then what did he do? Immediately he moved, jumped to the side. Because he know that when cobra see that movement of him towards him, definitely cobra will try to bite him. Right? So he was expecting the same, calculated the speed, everything. He jumped in front of the cobra, then swiftly moved on the side. Here, the cobra was befooled by the mongoose. Cobra ने क्या सोचा? आ गया ये, आप भी इसको देता हूँ. Cobra strike the mongoose very hardly down. But before that itself, the mongoose moved aside because he was expecting the same. Right? But cobra was not expecting the mongoose to shift to the side, means jump to the side. He thought mongoose will stand there and jump on the cobra. It just jumped in front of cobra, then next jump it jumped to the side. Cobra just tried to bite the mongoose. The skillful mongoose moved to the side, and before the snake could stand, regain the position back, it jumped from the back of the cobra and bit on the spot which was the target of it, just below the hood. It bite the snake, and as soon as biting, he know that now the snake will come back because it got pain. So it will regain the position, turn back to attack the mongoose. So he bit and immediately moved back away out of reach. अभी उसको पता है very fast the cobra will turn back and attack the mongoose. So immediately it moved away. Out of the reach means cobra पकड़ नहीं पाते, उतना दूर पे चला गया. At the same moment that the cobra struck, the crow and the myna hurled themselves at him, only to collide heavily in the mid-air, shrieking insults at each other. They returned to the cactus plant. A few drops of blood glistened on the cobra's back. At the same time the cobra was struck, at the same time that the cobra struck, कोबरा को जब मंगूस ने काटा है, वो एग्जैक्ट टाइम पे क्या किया, ये क्रो काकी और माइना हवा में उड़ गया. कॉल्ड themselves at him, ये दोनों कोबरा को बाइटिंग करने के लिए कोबरा के तरफ हवा में उड़ गया. बट व्हाट हैपेंड व्हेन these two flew from two opposite sides, they collide heavily in the mid air. ये दोनों एक दूसरा को टक्कर हो गया हवा में, काकी और मैना का टक्कर हो गया. Then they put shrieking insults at each other, means ओ काकी ने खा किया, मैना ने को किया, means they both, the writer says that they were shrieking insult, मैंने एक दूसरा को blame कर रहे थे, ए तू क्यों माया, ए चल चल. In that way they were blaming each other, insulting each other. And then they returned to the cactus plant and regained their positions, means again sat there. अभी वेट कर रहे हैं नेक्स्ट टाइम कब मंगूस स्ट्राइक करेगा, कब हमारा रोल आएगा, कब हम उड़ के सांप को हम भी काट सकते हैं. So they were also trying to take part in this particular fight. After the mongoose was bit, a few drops of blood shined on the cobra's back. That means the bite was deep, इसलिए blood निकला है. The cobra struck and missed. Again the mongoose sprang aside, jumped in and bit. Again the birds dived at the snake, bumped into each other instead, and returned shrieking to the safety of the cactus. Now cobra was very angry. It tried to bite the mongoose again. This time also mongoose jumped to the side and sprang to the back of the cobra and stuck at the same point again below the hood. Now cobra got two bites from the mongoose. At the same time, the birds again started their drama. They too flew up in the air. Again, they both collided with each other, bumped with each other, and again shrieked and quarreled with each other and returned to the safety of the cactus. Now, the third round followed the same course as the first, but with one dramatic difference. जैसे अभी डिस्क्राइब किया वैसा थर्ड टाइम और भी सीन हुआ है. The snake tried to bite the mongoose. The mongoose jumped to the side and it bit the snake on just below its hood on the same point for the third time. But something happened now. Something horrible. What is that? The crow and the myna, still determined to take part in the proceedings, dived at the cobra. But this time they missed each other as well as their mark. अभी हमेशा का जैसा क्या हुआ, माइना और क्रो सांप की तरफ उड़ के आया उसको बाइट करने के लिए. Always they used to have collision in the air or they used to bump each other. But this time they didn't bump with each other. Moreover, they lost the target, means they were jumping at the snake to bite it at the back, right? But they couldn't bite at the target where they want to bite. Then what happened? When we lose the target, something drastic happens, right? That is what has happened here. The myna flew on and reached its perch. माइना को समझ में आया मैं इसको बाइट नहीं कर पाया, ये मुझे अटैक करेगा, तो माइना ने बहुत जल्दी, बिकॉज माइना इज ए स्मॉल बर्ड, इट कैन टर्न इट्स बॉडी फास्ट एंड बैलेंस, so it just turned and within no time it reached back to the cactus. But the crow tried to pull up in mid-air and turned back. The crow also tried to pull its body to return to the cactus, but it couldn't do it. In the second that it took the bird to do this, the cobra wiped his head back and struck with great force, his snout thudding against the crow's body. The crow also went to bite the same part where the mongoose has bitten 3 times. You may know that now it's a great wound at the back of the cobra. Blood started coming out. The cobra is very angry, painful. So at that time, these two smalls were trying to bite on the same part. So the myna, when he knew that he lost the target, it returned immediately. Where the crow was also trying to return, he also missed the target. He was trying to return, but the crow's body is bigger than that or larger than that or a myna. It couldn't balance the body and immediately fly up. Within that time, the cobra with the full anger strike the crow on its body. The crow fell down. You know that when the cobra is very angry, painful, it will have all the venom, all the poison stored on its teeth. With that teeth, it struck the crow and injected the poison into the body of the crow. I saw the bird flung nearly 20 feet across the garden. It fluttered about for a while, then lay still. The myna remained on the cactus plant. So, crow couldn't go 20 feet only far from that garden. Just it tried to fly away just till 20 feet. After that, what happened? It fluttered about for a while. थोड़ी देर ऐसा हवा में उड़ गया वाला बलून जैसा हटा गया. Then it lay still. वो नीचे गिर के थोड़ा सा अपना फटक के then it died. You look at the picture, you can see. The myna remained on the cactus. Myna cactus में बैठा. Then when the snake and the mongoose returned to the fight, very wisely decided not to interfere again. Now myna has seen what has happened to the crow. Now it is afraid. It decided not to interfere the fight, not to go for biting the cobra. It was afraid. It's so the crow is dead. So now he don't want that misfortune to happen to him. The crow was weakening, and the mongoose, walking fiercely up to it, raised himself on his short legs, and with a lightning snap had the big snake by the snout. The cobra writhed and lashed about in a fighting manner, and even coiled itself about the mongoose, but to no avail, means it's of no use. The little fellow hung grimly on until the snake had ceased to struggle. The snake ne pura fighting chhod diya. That means you can understand snake is dead. He then smelt along with a curing length, gripped it round the hood, and dragged it into the bushes. Now the snake is very tired. As the snake grew tired, the mongoose charged at him with a double force. And when the mongoose know that the cobra is getting tired, it was very brave and it went fearlessly to the cobra and attacked it again and again with its lightning bites on it. And at last, the snake was so tired at that time, the mongoose just caught it by the snout. जहां से वो काटे वहीं पकड़ लिया. Then the cobra tried to free itself, and it just tried to get the last breath of it and tried to fight in a fearless manner. But it's of no use because of the pain, because the mongoose was not living. It inserted the sharp teeth into the cobra's body, so it coiled with the pain. वो ऐसा कर्ल बन गया दर्द की वजह से until the snake stopped moving. The mongoose didn't lose its teeth. Tight pakda usko. So at last, the cobra is dead. Then he dragged the body of the cobra into the bushes where it will eat it. Now, the myna dropped cautiously to the ground, hopped about, peered into the bushes from a safe distance, and then, with a shrill cry of congratulation, flew away. Now, the myna very consciously, carefully landed on the ground. Little bit hopping किया means ऐसा छोटा छोटा jump करके आगे बढ़ा. Then peered into the bushes from a safe distance. Bushes के अंदर ऐसा दूर से देखा क्या हो रहे वहाँ mongoose क्या कर रहे. Now he know that the mongoose is biting the cobra into pieces. So he was very happy. The mongoose killed the cobra and it flew away with a shrill cry of congratulations. Whom did the myna congratulate here? Can you just guess, children? माइना किसको कंग्रेचुलेट किया होगा आप जस्ट सोच सकते हैं माइना वॉज वेरी हैप्पी व्हेन द मंगूस किल्ड द कोबरा आपको क्या लग रहा है मंगूस ने किसको कंग्रेचुलेट किया होगा यस it has congratulated the mongoose, right? So here children, it is your attendance link. All of you can post your attendance, and here some questions are given, answers are not given. You can refer Diksha portal where you can see the solved question answers, or else I am going to post a video. I told you yesterday I will post. I didn't post it because I wanted to complete the lesson. So I will post a video which is given in Diksha portal. There are some solve exercise and a quick quiz is given. You can attempt that and don't depend on those answers. You have to write your own answers for all these questions and exercises. What is given at the end of this particular lesson. Okay, we will have a discussion on these exercises tomorrow. Okay, till then it's a bye from me. All of you post your attendance because I will be posting it in the class today because number of students, those who are attending the class has decreased again. That's not a good sign. So take care, be safe children. Okay. So we will see in the next class. Okay, you have to learn the exercises, question and answers, everything by today or by tomorrow itself. Don't keep it for the examination, and examination time you people will start asking where is it, where is it. Okay, so now I hope you understood the lesson. If you have any doubts you can ask me. There is 1 minute left for us. If you didn't understand any of this particular lesson of this mongoose and snakes fight the banyan tree, you can ask me the questions. You can just type, Madam, this area we didn't understand. If you understood, then you must be able to comprehend the lesson. Means when questions comes from this lesson, you must be able to answer it. In the examination, definitely I will not ask the questions what is given at the back of the textbook. You are in 6th standard. I want to prepare you for the public examination in 10th standard. Okay. So I will not ask any questions from the backside of this textbook for the examination. Remember, take my words. Okay. That's why I'm telling, don't depend on that question answers. You need to write question and answers by your own from the textbook. Okay. Bye children. See you in the next class. Till we meet in the next class, it's a bye from me.